my friends, John LaRuffa here again with another Unbiased unboxing, and today we're going to take a look at this plunge into Barrage. What is that? Schmutz. Anyway, so a lot of controversy around the components of this game. I don't know which version I have or which version I will get when I open this up as far as controversy. So we'll see what my components look like. Very, very, very scary, folks. Maybe they're good, maybe they're fine, maybe they're not. We'll find out. Okay, so first and foremost, very heavy box, very heavy game. Lots of stuff inside here. The back does show you a picture of kind of what's going on with some setup, which is fine, and gives you the information about what you're going to get yourself into. So we'll see about how this all goes. So let's take a look. I like that they also list all the components in the back. That's helpful. All right. Now we'll take a look inside and see how it all works as far as what I've got. All right. Cracking this guy open. Plain box, no big deal. No nothing going on there. Got a big rule book. It's going to take some doing, I think. Looks like an Automa rule book, so that's also good for us solo guys here. But also tells me that I've got my work cut out for me with regards to learning the game from an Automa standpoint. But that's okay. No big deal. No big deal at all. All right. So looks like there's plenty to talk about in there, plenty to go over. All right, and then the rule book proper itself here. Looks like there's a little story involved, components list, which is good. All right. Plenty of pictures and examples. That's a plus. It's hard to learn heavy games without that kind of stuff. So I like that. I like that very much. All right, so this looks like it's going to be one of those rule books that's going to take some doing to read, but that's okay. Good games are worth it, and I've heard a lot of good things about this game. All right, so those are those. Now, component-wise, some people have had horror stories about all sorts of things, but at least from my standpoint, it looks like I got all the 4 colors here, and I've got the copy with the wooden water droplets, so I think that's just basically the retail printing version. All right, we've got some cool little meeples here. We'll start right off with those, because these look interesting, as a matter of fact. So we've got some little brown what have yous, not even sure what that is. Smaller brown what have yous, bigger gray what have yous, real teeny gray what have yous. So those are kind of interesting. Never really seen those kind of pieces before. We got a whole bag of those. All right, then I said we have the wooden water droplets, which is going to be easier to pick up from the table, I think. So those are good. Good solid quality there. All right, and then looks like each color has different component shapes, which is kind of cool. I like that. Some theme there. Let's take a look at some of these interesting things. These must be the neutral dams, I'm guessing. All right, and then we've got the white, kind of like cylindrical towers there. Probably their version of a dam. Maybe their version of a factory. That's cool. Some workers. So yeah, that's interesting. A lot of custom different bits and pieces there, and that little symbol guy. So that's what you get with the white. All right, and then the green, that looks a little bit different than the other one, but not by much. Looks like another different type of, maybe it's a factory. These cylindricals are different here. Okay. Looks like the point marker. That's what that one other must have been. All right. Let's check out our black color. So that looks different right there. That's more of a, almost looks like a gear kind of thing. Different dam. Again with the, there you can see it a little better. Side there. You get the picture here. So lots of different stuff, different workers. You can't see that at all. Let me take out one of these factories here. That looks like a different type of factory. All right. So there's some contrast. Cool. And then finally we've got our salmon or pink pieces, however you want to look at it. So those are different dams too. And then this, ooh, star-like. It's a burst. Okay. Interesting looking plant there. Almost like a tray you put food under. Okay. All right, so those are the pieces. Looks good. Here is the main novelty of the game as far as components go. So I've got 1, 2, 3, and 4 of these. I'm not exactly sure what the situation was with other folks. They seem to spin freely here. Maybe I got lucky. That's all right. Oop. Guess it just comes right off. Okay. So it looks like the mechanism is kind of a tile placed in there and it just spins around. So it looks like it's spinning fine. I'm thankful that I don't have any warpage or anything like that. So that's a plus. It looks pretty straight and moves. Okay, good. Good, maybe I lucked out. All right, well, those will be functional. That's great news. All right, let's look at all this heavy cardboard, what we got here. So it looks like we have the patent office right there, double-sided, but that's just the artwork on one side and the board here for the patent office. We got some player boards. They've got the nice inlays, pardon me, which is really nice. I always like that. Icons below and above, which will help you see what you got if you have something there, which is cool. All right, and this guy, Enrico. Got Enrico, and then we've got the shrewd-looking businesswoman and Ms. Grant there from the States. Ooh, the Dazzler, huh? All right, and then finally, this man, Joseph Fontaine. All right. Looks more like, the French champagne guy, Mr. Orson Welles, but we'll see. Okay, top board here. Cool. It's good. Okay, and then we've got a lot of things to punch. So, lots of punch boards. Let's see about the main board here before we dive into all that. Well, these are going to be easy to punch because I already feel them kind of coming out, which is good. I don't like to have a tough time. Okay, so this is kind of interesting. So you've got the lakes look shiny. The rest of the board looks like a matte kind of finish. That's cool. Gives it kind of that watery look. I like that. All right. So, looks like we've got two sides here. One side with all the red on it, and the other side with pipes and such. My guess is this is the functioning side that you play on. Well, maybe not. Maybe there's just one side has got more muted graphics and the other side, yeah, because I can still see the pipes there, but they're just more muted, whereas this one brings it out, makes it more obvious. That's good. I like that, because the board has to be functional. I can understand people might not need it after a while, but I like it. Game board is a little thin. I'm not going to lie. That is the thinnest game board I've ever seen. Hopefully it doesn't warp or have any issues like that, but only time will tell. All right. And then we've got these punch boards. So these are, looks like for the Automa, which is cool. I don't think that's going to be like running a breeze. I think that's going to be tough, but I love a good Automa, so hopefully it's a lot of fun. All right, more punch boards here. Plenty of components. These, again, they're standard thickness. They're not too thin, not too thick. Kind of riding the edge as far as I'm concerned, but not too bad. As long as they don't warp, we'll be in good shape. And I know that warpage sometimes takes time. Oh, look, see, one of the punch boards is already kind of punching itself out, so that should be kind of easy to do, and as long as the components didn't get scuffed in the process, we'll be okay. All right. Here's this one right here for you. So it looks like kind of sideboards need to be punched. The back end's got more information. So this must be the back end, and this is the business side over here with the icons and such. Oh, look at him. Who is this guy? He looks like he's been to the gym. All right. Okay, and some more of these right here. Again, the back side. More tokens. Oh, you got to trust the guy who looks like that, right? He'd never do you wrong. But old robot arm, oh, he's got a pipe. Must be professional. And finally, this. Okay, so that looks like a sideboard. Nothing really on the back. There you have it. So, maybe this one did not drop out. Maybe it was just already punched or I missed it when I was picking up boards. Either way, looks like we've got what we need. So yeah, as far as the components, everything looks good. It looks like I lucked out. Whatever copy I got, doesn't seem to have any issues. This looks like the artwork is really sharp. I like don't love the thinness of the board, but I do like the fact that the lakes have that shimmering effect. That's really cool. The player boards look solid, and the pieces look just fine. So I'm pretty impressed with what I see so far. Hopefully the game will live up to my expectations, which are high because it looks like it has some cool economic water channeling stuff. And any kind of time you have something that has to do with power or generation, I love it. I always love that theme. So it looks like a thematic game. Can't wait to play it. Thanks again for watching. I'm John LaRuffa. This has been Unbiased Unboxing of Barrage. And please like and subscribe to this video as it keeps me motivated to do more. I like the good feedback, so please give me some comments. Good or bad, either way. All right, everybody, talk to you later. Bye.